Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, everybody.
Good morning, Your Honor. This is the jail. How are you today, sir?
Good, sir. How about you?
Oh, we're having a fiesta over here, sir.
Jealous.
Well, don't be. We'll save you a spot whenever you want to come visit. Spanish interpreter matter first?
Do it. Thank you, Marty. Morning, sir. Can you please state your name for me? I'm sorry, interpreter. That was pretty bad.
Buenos días, señor. ¿Me puede decir su nombre, por favor? Manuel Íñiguez González Jr.
Mr. Inguez Gonzalez Jr. Do you want a Spanish interpreter this morning?
No.
Okay. Interpreter, do you want to stay on the line just in case we need you?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Inguez Gonzalez, I'm seeing you on 4 different cases, some justice court cases as well as a city court case, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Sir, I'm going to hold the seat. Let me do this first. I'm seeing you on, let me actually pull up your jail information here. Sir, it looks like I'm seeing you on some failure to appears for disorderly conduct. I'm seeing you on a failure to appear for assault. And I'm seeing you on new charges for shoplifting and possession of paraphernalia. Sir, I'm gonna, oh, hold on. That might be wrong. All right, sir, yes, and the new charges on shoplifting and paraphernalia. I'm gonna hold you on a $2,500 cash bond concurrent on all 3 cases. I'm gonna appoint Caitlin Waters to represent you, sir. You've got court on December 16th at 1 p.m. in front of Judge Cornejo. It's in Pima County Justice Court. All right, sir?
Yeah.
All right, you've also got a city court matter. On your city court matter, I'm seeing you, sir, on allegation of illegally camping in parks and criminal trespass. I'm gonna hold you on a $500 cash bond on that case. If you're released, don't go to the incident location. I'm gonna appoint the city PD to represent you, sir. You've got court on that date on December 22nd at 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge Blue. That'll be a video review hearing. All right, sir? All right, sir. Any questions? All right, sir. You're excused. Thank you.
Your Honor, if I may,
Sure.
Miss Gabriela Gonzalez.
Yep.
He's not currently in the facility.
Okay.
And Mr. Rojo Gutierrez is refusing this morning.
All right. Gabriel Gonzalez. All right. I see him. So he's refusing jail.
Yes, Rojo Gutierrez is refusing.
All right. We're going to continue him until tonight.
Counsel, the next one's going to be a house felony. Okay. So Holt will be next.
Thank you. Who else was refusing, Marty? Thank you. Oh, okay. Thanks. All right.
Good morning, Judge.
Hey, Mr. Gibson. How you doing, Ryan?
Pretty good.
Good.
Thank you.
Good, man. All right, here's Rojo Gutierrez. 1 second, counsel, and then
Yes.
Leandra. I checked off a bunch of stuff. We'll just go on to. Thank you. Oh yeah, right here, in fact. And then Mari, here's Mr. Inges. All right, Ryan, I'm ready. Sir, your name, please.
Charles Holmes, please.
All right, Mr. Holt. This is your initial appearance. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'll be appointing the public defender to represent you in this case, sir. You also have an attorney sitting next to you to aid you in this morning's hearings. Know that if you are released from custody and you fail to appear, a warrant could issue for your arrest, sir.
Okay, sir.
All right. Mr. Gibson, Mr. Poston's asking for a $5,000 bond.
Yes, Judge. It looks like Mr. Holt was a client of mine recently, and one of these cases was dismissed. I believe a bond of no more than $1,500 would be appropriate. It was a refiled case, I believe. That originally was $3,000. I think.
Thanks, Brian. Let me pull up the pretrial services information here. All right. Counsel, my inclination is to hold Mr. Holt on a $2,500 cash and secured bond. Does either party wish to be heard further?
No, Your Honor.
I know, Judge.
Thank you. So, Mr. Holt, we're going to hold you on a $2,500 cash and secured bond. You've got your arraignment on December 22nd at 1:30 p.m. in Superior Court. I've already stated I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you, sir. If you don't appear at that hearing, sir, and you bond out, a warrant will issue for your arrest. All right, sir?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I'm also seeing you on some city court matters. I'm seeing you on CM 25038987, as well as Leandro. All right, so sir, I have some citation numbers. Let me tell you what the charges are. For the city court cases, I've got you on possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of prescription drugs, illegal possession of prescription drugs, 2 counts of criminal trespass, and charge of paraphernalia again. We're going to do this, sir. I'm going to release you on this case, but only so that I can set a non-transport review hearing, sir. That's going to be on January 16th. So next year at 9 a.m., you're not going to go to that, sir. But I'm going to have the city PD appear on your behalf, sir. I'm hoping they can get that case resolved without you being present, usually through dismissal. If they can't, they will talk to you about that. All right, sir? All right, sir. Any questions? All right, sir. If you haven't been arraigned on your city court matter before, sir, I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. If you don't appear at a future hearing for the arraignment, a warrant could issue, trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal, sir. Thank you, Mr. Holt. You're excused.
City.
Oh, you're going in.
I think you got a break now, Ryan. I think that was it.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judge.
Unless we're bringing in Mr. David. Sorry. Oh, yeah. Thanks. I did. It's just give me a warning. Thank you. Okay. And someone,
Oh, yeah. Sorry. It's fine. Behind. Everybody else have a seat. Scoot down accordingly.
ma'am, your name, please.
Nicole Larkin.
All right. Ms. Larkin, this is information for you and for the individuals behind you. So, ladies and gentlemen who are in the courtroom right now who either can see me, Ms. Larkin, or those who cannot see me who are behind the partition. This is a time for initial appearance. We'll be setting release conditions today. A couple things. One, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. Two, if you are released from custody and you don't appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Three, you have the right to hire an attorney. In some instances, an attorney will be appointed for you. If one is appointed for you today, I will let you know. All right, Ms. Larkin, let me pull up your file here. Ms. Larkin, I'm seeing you on one count of domestic violence assault. Ms. Larkin, if I release you, will you come to court on 12/26, the day after Christmas?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at court. Please come back on December 26th at 10:30 a.m. in front of Judge Pesquera in Pima County Justice Court. No contact with the alleged victim. I believe the allegation is that your mother. And will there be a problem if I ordered you not to go to the incident location? Is that your residence or is that your mother's residence?
It's my residence.
All right. Does your mother live there with you?
She's been living with me for the last like 12 years. We're actually in the process of moving out. So we just like, we're trying like in the next couple of days, I just need to get my stuff out. That's all I need to do. And I just need to leave. It's not trying to live there anymore. I just really need to get my stuff out and leave.
So I'm going to do this, ma'am. I'm going to say no contact with the alleged victim. I can't allow you to have contact with her without her permission, and pretrial services was unable to reach her. So for now, no contact with her. I did indicate that you may return to the incident location with a police escort to pick up belongings, okay?
But I don't see her though. Like she's on the other side of the house. So I'm on like one side of the house and she's on the other side of the house. Am I allowed to go in there as long as I don't make any contact with her?
Let's do that. Thank you, Ms. Larkin.
Is that okay?
That's fine, Ms. Larkin. Yeah, so I'm going to remove the box that says do not go to the incident location. Just no contact with your mother, okay?
Okay.
All right. So Court on 12/26, that will be your arraignment.
Will I get information on where to go and everything like that?
You
Like
will.
with my discharge paperwork?
Jail's going to give you discharge paperwork that will have the court address on it. Yes, ma'am.
Great.
All right, ma'am. With that, your excuse. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mandible, Stephen? And you can move down, right? All right, hand corner, we place, ladies.
Your name, please.
Mesquita.
I'm sorry, sir. Was that Mendeville Mezquita?
Yes, sir.
Hold on. All right. Mr. Mendeville Mezquita, I'm seeing you on, let's see. All right, sir. It looks like I'm seeing you on one count of shoplifting, one count of possession of a drug. I'm also seeing you on failure to appears for theft. These are South Tucson City Court cases. I've also got a Tucson City Court case for you, sir. On the South Tucson cases, sir, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond. I'm going to appoint Janet Altschiller to represent you. Set a court hearing of tomorrow, December 16th at 10 a.m. It'll be a video review hearing. On your Tucson City Court matter, sir, I'm seeing you on one count of shoplifting and one count of paraphernalia. I'll hold you on a $100 cash bond just to make sure you're getting time credit. Let me appoint the city public defender to represent you on that case. Set a video review hearing for December 24 at 1:45 in front of Judge Mayhew, sir. Sir, this is your arraignment on your city court matter. If you fail to appear to future hearing, a warrant for your arrest, I'll plead before your absence. If you're convicted of trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal, sir. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. All right, sir? All right, sir, you're excused. Let's see that. I just saw two.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I tried to write down. Okay, yeah. Your name, please, sir?
Yes, Salazar.
I'm Salazar. Salazar, I'm seeing you on. All right, Mr. Salazar, I'm seeing you on CR 250170057. This is one count of domestic violence, disorderly conduct, fighting. Sir, I'm going to hold you on a $1,100 cash or secured bond. I'm going to appoint.
Yes.
I'm looking. I'm going to appoint Brent Cicero to represent you, sir. You've got court on December 16th. That's tomorrow at 1 p.m. in front of Judge Cornejo. Mr. Cicero will be there to assist you at that time. If you're released, no contact. Sorry, actually, regardless if you're released, sir, no contact with the alleged victim. If you are released, you cannot go to the incident location. And sir, with that, you're excused. Thank you.
Thanks.
I want to get released for another court date.
Sir, let me start with your name, though. So what's your name?
Sloan Shanks.
Okay. I'm seeing you on CR 25014-180. This is a count of failing to appear for a case involving possession of paraphernalia. I've also seen you on some city court cases, sir. Give me 1 second. All right, sir, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond. I'm going to appoint Brent Cicero to represent you.
I wanted to get released
I know, sir.
for another court date
I know.
because I already did court for those that they're saying that their failure to appear is already did court. You were even the judge.
So I can't speak to whether or not you did court. I can tell you that the allegations are that you have failed to appear and you're being arrested again on this failure to appear. It's because of that I'm going to hold you on this $500 cash bond. You've got court
That's
December,
what
December 16th.
it was arraignment
Right,
already.
well, I guess you'll have another arraignment then on this justice court case, sir. I've also
How
got
is that?
You've also got a bunch of city court cases with failure to appears, including unlawful possession of paraphernalia, 4 counts of paraphernalia, 1 count of assault. Sorry, 5 counts of paraphernalia and 1 count of assault, sir.
They told me that I'm here for warrants.
You are here for warrant. That's what I'm seeing you on all of these for. These are all failure to appear warrants.
But I went to court those same days.
Well, talk to the judge. You've got 2 judges now, justice court judge and city court judge. Your city court judge is Judge Verena. I'm going to set a video review hearing for December 24th. You'll have an attorney for all of these matters now who can help you get them all cleared up.
Okay.
On the JP court, you're going to have Brent Cicero. On the city court, you're going to have the public defender's office. I'm going to hold you on a cash bond on the city court case, a $500 cash bond on the city court case.
But I shouldn't have a cash bond.
Well, you do because I just set one, sir. That's
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying I should be able to do pre-trial then
so.
because I've already done all that.
Again, what I have is a bunch of failure to appears on.
But I've done all of that.
Then I'm not sure why you have a failure to appear. What I see is a failure to appear, like 5 failure to appears. So you now have 2 attorneys, 2 different courthouses, 2 different judges. Your attorneys are going to help you resolve all of these matters so that you're not in front of any judge again.
But that's what I'm saying. I've got to go to work.
All right, sir. If you post bond, you can be released. Otherwise, the bond is staying as what I've already said.
That's you have to do money for that.
Yes, sir. All right, sir. Mr. Shanks, you're excused.
Your Honor, how much was the city bond?
City bond was $500.
500?
Your name, please, sir.
Joshua Patrick Enos.
All right, Mr. Enos. I'm seeing you on CM 25045-104. This is 2 counts of assault, 2 counts of disorderly conduct. I'm also seeing you on CM 25046-018. This is criminal trespass and disorderly conduct. Sir, I'm going to hold you on a $1,100 cash bond. I'm going to appoint the city PD's office to represent you. Set court of December 24th at 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge Verena. I'm going to vacate the arraignment that was currently or previously set for January 8th. Sir, this is the time for your arraignment on some of these matters. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. If you don't appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Hey, JL, can we turn down the, whatever that is? Mr. Enos, if you fail to appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue your arrest. Trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal, sir. Your excuse, sir. Thank you.
Great house.
Hey, JL, there's a lot of feedback and noise over there. Do we know what's going on? Yeah, hey, well, I thought I was. It might be, actually, it might be the person on the phone for this case. Is there somebody on the line for Bianca Greathouse?
Yeah, uh, the head's going on mute here. Sorry. What's going on?
You're fine. Sir, why don't you tell me your name?
Jeremy Greathouse?
All right, sir. And how are you involved in this case? Are you
I
the
was
alleged
one
victim,
that
sir?
oh,
All right, so you're the alleged
yes,
victim? All right, sir. Do you want to be heard as to Miss Greathouse's release conditions?
yes, please.
Please, sir, go ahead.
Um, my concern is just that if she's released, at this point, I do not want her returning to the property. But also, we don't have any legal custody agreement at this point. But I do not want her to get out and just try to pick up the kids from school and things like that after what transpired over the past 2 days. I just do not think it's healthy for the children right now for them to be around her until after she's got some kind of treatment for the alcohol.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Ms. Greathouse, I'm going to hold you on a $5,000 cash bond. If you are released, you cannot have any contact with any of the alleged victims. You may not return to the incident location. I'm going to appoint the city public defender to represent you. I'm going to consolidate CM 2504619. That's the case you're here today on. The one charge of criminal damage, 3 counts of disorderly conduct, and 1 count of assault. I'm going to consolidate that with CM 240444503, TR 240445006, and CM 250200070. You will have the city PD on all of these matters. Your next court date is December 23rd at 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Millian. Ma'am, this is your arraignment on the new matter. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. If you do post bond and fail to appear at future hearings, a warrant could issue for your arrest. If you are convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal, ma'am. All right?
Okay.
All right, ma'am.
Is there, oh, sorry.
Fine, go ahead.
Oh. Is there absolutely any way that I can be released because I do have 4 kids and I am a single mom and I have a job, and if I lose that job, I will lose my apartment and all of everything that I have. The boy, like my children do stay with me, all of their paperwork and everything is under me. I will not return to the residence. I can go stay with my sister, but I will lose my income that I use to support my kids.
So I'm not going to release you. It's because you were previously ordered not to return, and there's allegations that you returned and committed a new offense. So at this point in time, I'm not going to release you. I'm going to hold you on a $5,000 cash bond. If you post that bond, you will absolutely be released. So
Does it matter that it's my apartment with under my name, like the lease is under my name, or
not at this
does
point.
that?
Not at this point in time, ma'am. You'll have to talk to Judge Milligan
No.
about that.
Okay,
All right, ma'am, you're excused.
thank you.
Ma'am, your name, please.
Hi, I'm Tiffany Gunderson.
are, Ms. Gunderson. I'm seeing you
Yeah.
on a number of matters. These are failure to appears for disorderly conduct, criminal damage, criminal trespass, and assault.
I am. Yeah. Sorry, sir.
Go ahead.
I had completed 3.5 years of supervised probation. And when I got released, I'd been stopped a couple times and I was told I didn't have any warrants or anything. So I honestly didn't know about these. And I just started a new job. So I'm asking because it's been so long, I haven't gotten in any trouble. I'm getting sober, like I'm living in a sober living home. Can I please
Where are you living right now?
I'm sorry?
Where are you living right now?
Up on Swan and Sunrise, it's like a sober living place. My access covers it. And I have a lot of that stuff has been like I have permission to see my mom and everything, so nothing's happened in a very long time. I just didn't know that I had these warrants. I successfully did my probation and everything, so
You successfully did your probation for what matters, ma'am? Do you know?
I had previous like DVs with my mom. A lot of them got dropped after my probation dropped.
All right. So I'm not sure where the miscommunication is, ma'am. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 6 city court files, all alleging failure to appear for court hearings.
I had no clue that I still had those because I did originally at one point had 14 of them.
Okay.
And I honestly thought that they were done. Like I said, I have not had any trouble or anything in so long now. I didn't know. That's the God's honest truth.
Hold on.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. I will release you then, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let's see. You've got court on January 14th.
My son's birthday.
Then don't forget about it, yeah?
Yep, I won't.
January 14th, 9:30 a.m. in front of Judge Blue. You know who that is?
Yes, I do.
Okay. If what you're telling me is true, ma'am, bring Judge
sir.
Blue proof of what you've been doing
I can do that. Yeah.
on January 14th at 9:30 a.m.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, ma'am. You're excused then.
Kurtz. Garner.
Your name, please, sir?
Oh, Eric Kurtz.
All right, Mr. Kirsten.
Yeah.
Continue on. 1 count of criminal damage.
Yeah, I was freaking out over the wars and stuff. It's my second time, but I'm a nonviolent guy. I just say a lot of shit, a lot.
Okay. Maybe don't do that.
I know, Judge Blue already. I've been in a Kodak for a while.
All right.
I'm just waiting for this war stuff to clear up. It's messing me up, you know.
So I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond, sir. No contact of any time with the alleged victim. You may not return to the incident location. I'm going to appoint the city PD to represent you, sir. I'm going to consolidate this case with CM 24036698. You've got a hearing on December 22nd now at 1:45 p.m. with Judge Blue. City PD is going to help you out on these cases, all right, sir?
Okay, yeah, I mean, I can't see all this violence. That's all. I just can't take.
So, sir,
Makes me go insane.
I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, if you don't appear at a future hearing, warrant condition for arrest. If you are convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. Okay, sir?
Understood.
All right,
Thanks,
sir.
Your Honor.
You're excused, sir. Thanks.
Adios.
Lisa, almost.
Oh, you're good. So you're very excited.
Ma'am, your name, please?
Lisa, almost.
All right, Ms. Olmos, I'm seeing you on 1 count of assault, 4 counts of disorderly conduct. Ma'am, I'm going to hold you on a $2,500 cash bond. I'm going to appoint the city PD to represent you. If you're released, no contact with the alleged victims. You can't go back to the incident location. You've got court on December 23rd at 1:30 p.m. I'm vacating the hearing that was previously set for you that was going to happen tomorrow. I'm going to consolidate this case with your other city court case. That's CM 250421887. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf, ma'am. If you fail to appear at any hearings, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Trial could go further in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. All right, ma'am? All right, ma'am. You're released. You're excused. I mean, you're not released. You're excused.
Ortega?
Your name, please, sir?
Jose Ortega.
All right, Mr. Ortega, I'm seeing you on a city court case. This is 1 count of paraphernalia, 1 count of being in a park after hours. Looks like you're also there in the jail on some other cases. Is that right, sir?
Yeah, I guess I was on I thought I didn't know I had a warrant, but I thought I was unsuccessfully terminated from probation because I went to prison from it, and then I had got stopped a couple times, and then never told me I had a warrant.
So here's what I'm
So
going to do. Here's on the city court case. I'm going to do this. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear, but here's why. By doing that, I'm going to set a non-transport review hearing on January 16th at 9 a.m. I'm going to appoint the city public defender to represent you at that time. I'm hoping that they can get this case dismissed, given what's happening with your Superior Court matters. Okay, sir? Okay. Okay.
okay.
All right, sir. Hold on. All right. In case this is the first time you've been seen on this matter, I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf, sir. And I'm going to skip the other arraignment language, given that I said a non-transport review hearing, sir. You're excused.
Pruitt?
Your name, please.
Not actually Pruitt.
Pruitt, I'm seeing you on a number of city court matters, including criminal trespass, possession of paraphernalia, possession of a shopping cart, 2 more paraphernalias, and a criminal trespass. In total, just so you're aware, it looks like there's 11 city court matters. We're going to consolidate all of those to set for a video review hearing on December 22nd at 1:45 p.m. All right, sir? I'm going to hold you on a $2,500 cash bond. If you do post bond, I'm ordering you not to go to any of the incident locations where you've been previously trespassed. I'm going to appoint the city PD to represent you, sir. Your next court hearing will be in front of Judge Blue. And sir, in case you have not been arraigned on any of these matters, I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. If you do post bond and fail to appear at court in a future time, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. Okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sublette?
Your name, please, ma'am?
Genesis Sublet.
All right, Ms. Sublette, I'm seeing you on C. No, I don't know this case number, but I'm seeing you on 1 count of disorderly conduct, domestic violence offense. Ms. Sublette, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at court in front of Judge Millian on January 20th at 1:30 p.m. If I order you to have no contact with Isaac Morhaime, is that going to be a problem?
No, the thing is that he has my daughter's stuff.
He has your daughter's stuff?
Yes,
Hold on.
like crib and other personal.
Who- Do you two live together?
We lived together, but he assaulted me and I left and I've been trying just to get my things.
All right.
He claimed he destroyed them.
So here's what I'm going to do. Who lives at 6126 East Calle, Savosa?
He does now.
All right. So I'm going to order you not to return to that address, but you may return one time with law enforcement to get any of your belongings and your child's belongings, okay? Regarding who assaulted who, that's going to be up for you to discuss with Judge Millian at your next court date, all right? That's going to be on January 20th at 1:30 p.m. I'm not appointing an attorney at this time. If you believe you need one, you can ask Judge Millian whether or not she'll appoint one for you, okay? All right, ma'am, I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. I have released you. If you don't appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal, okay?
Yes,
All
sir.
right, ma'am, you're excused.
Thank you so much.
Mayor's?
Mayors? Your name, please?
Charles Ramirez.
Mr. Ramirez, this time for your initial appearance. You've got the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney if you're here on a felony case. As it's a misdemeanor case, let me take a look here. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I apologize for that delay. I think you want to count possession of a drug. Hold on, sir. All right, sir. Now I see what's going on. So you're being held right now on a superior court case without bond, yeah? And I'm seeing you on one count of a failure to appear. And I'm not sure what the underlying charge is, sir, but it's a failure to appear. I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond, sir. You're not getting risk anyway. Can you point Brent Cicero to represent you on this matter, sir? You'll have court on December 16th, so tomorrow at 1 p.m. in front of Judge Cornejo. So sorry, in front of Judge Steele, sir. Pima County Justice Court, okay? It'll be a video review here in the morning. All right, sir. You're excused. Good luck.
Kelly Griffin?
Your name, please, ma'am.
Kelly Griffin.
Sorry.
Kelly Griffin.
All right, thank you. Ma'am, I'm
Yes,
seeing you
sir.
on a city court case. This is one count of criminal trespass, one count of endangering the life or health of a minor. This is the time for initial appearance. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. I'll be appointing the city PD to represent you in this matter. I'm going to hold you on a $250 cash bond. Order no contact of any kind with the alleged victims. You cannot return to the incident location. You've got a court date of December 22nd at 1:45 p.m. If you do post bond, I'm going to order you to do a CCAT assessment on or before the next court date. You'll have information in your file regarding how to do that CCAT assessment. Okay, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
As this is your arraignment on city court case, I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. If you fail to appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. Okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, Ms. Griffin. You're excused.
Your Honor, this is the Spanish interpreter. May the Spanish interpreter be excused?
So sorry. Were you waiting this whole time?
Yes, but no problem, Your Honor.
I'm going to be excused. I'm
Thank
so
you, Your Honor.
sorry.
Interpreter is disconnected. No problem, Your Honor. Thank you. Interpreter is disconnecting.
Your name, please, sir?
Jeremy David.
Mr. David, this is the time for your initial appearance. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to hire an attorney. I'll be appointing an attorney on this case for you. I'm going to set a court date. If you don't appear at a future court date, a warrant could issue for your arrest. All right, sir?
Yes, sir.
David, I'm seeing you on a few different matters. Let me start with a felony matter. On the felony matter, sir, I'm seeing you on 1 count of aggravated assault on a police officer, 1 count of resisting arrest. The state's asking for a $7,500 bond. The police have also requested that I hold you on a high bond. Mr. Gibson, do you want to be heard?
Briefly, Your Honor. Considering the nature of the charges, I think a $5,000 bond would be appropriate.
Thank you, Mr. Gibson. Mr. David, due to the nature of the charges, due to the request from law enforcement, I'm going to hold you on a $10,000 cash secured bond. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you on this felony matter. You've got court on December 26th at 1:30 p.m. That court date is unlikely to go. Please speak to your attorney about why I set that court date and what that means. On your misdemeanor matter, sir, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond. You'll have court on December 16th with Judge Cornejo. I'm going to appoint Brent Cicero to represent you, sir. He'll represent you at that next court hearing tomorrow.
That concurrent or consecutive, Your Honor?
Will have to be consecutive. It'll be different courthouses.
Thank you.
Thank you. And sir, on your other city court case, the two city court cases, sir, are criminal damage and criminal trespass, and then a failure to appear on a resisting arrest. I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond on that one as well. They'll be consecutive. I'm going to appoint Brent Cicero again to represent you, sir, on those matters. On your second justice court matter, sir, you'll have a, hold on. Mario,
What city first? Okay.
all right, sir. So you'll have one hearing tomorrow on both justice court matters. Brent Cicero will represent you on both of those matters. That will be at 1 o'clock, sir, okay? That'll be a video review hearing.
Yes,
That was a lot of information, Mr. Cicero. Do you have any questions? Mr. Cicero, I want to make sure you understood what happened there. You have any questions, sir? Ryan, does Mr. Cicero have any questions? I'm not sure if I'm getting.
Mr. David, Your Honor, sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Thank you. Mr. David, do you have any questions?
No, you're right.
All right. I'm not sure what's wrong with my brain right now. Thank you, Mr.
No
David. You're excused then.
Thank you, Your Honor. Let's make sure you, Mr. Cicero.
Jesus, right? No, we keep every week. Pretty good. All right. What am I looking at here? Oh. Ryan, do you know who Brent Cicero is?
No, it's the first I've heard of the name, Your Honor, actually.
I can't picture him from Adam, so I think the name
Yeah, we just. Yeah.
probably good for me right now. Sorry, Mr. Cicero, if you're listening to this. All right. Hey, Ryan. Actually, sir,
Excuse me?
what's your name? Please?
My first name is Dia. My last name is Al-Hasnawi.
Hey, Ryan, do we have all the other felonies in custody in the jail behind you?
Yes, it appears so, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Yes, Ron.
Yeah.
Jail. All right. I'm sorry, sir. What was your last name again?
Al-Hasnawi, Alhasnawi.
All right. Mr. Al-Asnawi, and I
Yes, sir.
apologize if I got that wrong. I want to speak to you and to the ladies and gentlemen behind you.
Right.
Everyone, you are here for your initial appearance. This is the time we will set conditions of release, and I will go over your charges. You all have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have the right to an attorney. I'll be appointing an attorney on these cases. You'll also have an attorney sitting right next to you. That's Mr. Gibson. He'll be assisting you in this case. Before we discuss your conditions of release, know that I've reviewed information from law enforcement. I've also reviewed information from pretrial services, and I will hear from both your attorney and from the state's attorney, Mr. Poston, who's appearing online. All right, Mr. Al-Asnawi, I'm seeing you on, let's see, CR 250170047. This is one count of theft of means of transportation, one count of burglary in the third degree. Sir, the police are requesting a high bond set in this matter. The state's asking for a $7,500 bond. Mr.
Your
Gibson,
Honor,
yeah, go ahead.
is there a probation hold here? There was strike that actually. I'm sorry, it was terminated.
Thanks.
That said, it looks like he's got an active case on for the same charges.
That's why the state's asking for a high bond, Mr. Poston.
Okay, because I didn't see another charge in there that said he was on release. That said, state has its recommendation and submits.
All right, Ryan.
Yes, Your Honor. Just consider the nonviolent nature of the offense. We requested by no more than $5,000.
Mr. Al-Asnawi, given the police are recommending a high bond because of the allegations that you have committed the same offense again, I'm going to honor the state's request of $7,500. Your attorney can certainly file a motion to modify your conditions of release if appropriate and request a lower bond, perhaps with some more information for the next judge. You've got a preliminary hearing date of December 26th at 1:30 p.m.
All right.
That court is unlikely to go. Talk to your attorney about what that means and why I said that. Okay, sir?
Okay. You said it's unlikely to go?
Your preliminary hearing is unlikely to go, but your attorney can explain to you why I've set a preliminary hearing that is unlikely to go. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so you're excused.
So just make sure you call that number. Talk to your attorney about what that means. Yeah, I'm going to. Oh, you too.
Well, have a seat at the mills.
Showers?
All right, sir, please state your name.
Pedro Alfonso Alvarez.
All right, Mr. Alvarez, I'm seeing you on a couple of matters here. I'm seeing you on one count of misconduct involving weapons. I'm seeing you on a misdemeanor matter for domestic violence harassment and domestic violence threats and intimidation. On the felony matter, sir, the state's asking for a $35,000 bond. My inclination, counsel, is to hold Mr. Alvarez on a $10,000 cash and secured bond. Ryan, do you want to be heard, though?
No, 10,000 actually the number I was looking at, just considering he's a lifelong resident and scored in the middle on each scale.
All right, thank
So
you.
no, that's all I have.
Your Honor, if the court's going for 10,000, the state would ask that the court designate as cash only. This involves a weapon that he's in possession of, an active threat to the victims. The state would push for more, but if the court has made up its mind, the state would ask for that amount to be cash only.
Give me 1 second, Mr. Poston. All right, Mr. Alvarez, I just looked at the file again, as well as pretrial services information. I am going to increase the bond to $35,000 cash or secured, given the prior allegations that you have convictions for aggravated assault, escape in the second degree, and ag DUI, on top of the new allegations. I'm appointing the public defender's office to represent you. If you are released, no, you may not go to any incident location. Regardless of your release, you can have no contact with the alleged victims in this matter. You'll have a preliminary hearing of December 26th at 1:30 p.m. That court date is unlikely to go, sir. So speak to your attorney about why he set that. On your misdemeanor matter, sir, it's a city court, it's a South Tucson City Court misdemeanor matter, sir. I want to hold you on a $1,000 cash bond on that case. Appoint Stan Fitzgerald to represent you. You'll have court tomorrow. That's December 16th at 10 a.m. It'll be a video review hearing, sir. Again, no contact with the alleged victim in that matter, sir.
All right.
All right, sir. You're excused.
Thanks. And looks bad.
Carlisle?
I don't think I don't listen to you, Neil. Just because I don't usually change my recommendations, I do.
We're good, Your Honor.
Ma'am, your name, please.
Lisa Carlisle.
All right, Ms. Carlisle. I'm seeing you on a few different matters here. All right, ma'am, I'm seeing you on one count of possession of a narcotic drug, one count of possession of paraphernalia. I'm also seeing you on a number of failure to appears out of Marana and out of Tucson City Court. Those charges include failing to appear for counts of drug paraphernalia, shoplifting, disorderly conduct, theft, and soliciting. On your felony matter, ma'am, all right. Ma'am, have you heard of the step program?
The what program?
Steps.
No, I have not.
Steps is a program run between the Superior Court and the County Attorney's Office. It allows the County Attorney's Office to dismiss charges against you if you complete certain drug treatment programs. Is that
Okay.
good for you?
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a couple of things a little unusual, so I'll hear from counsel, of course. My inclination for Ms. Carlisle, counsel, is to set a steps hearing of December 22nd, but also to hold Ms. Carlisle on a $1,000 cash bond because Tucson City Court is requesting a $1,000 cash bond on their case. I'd like to honor City Court's request. They've had a lot of time spent with Ms. Carlisle, and I'm going to honor the request from Judge Maldonado. So I'm going to set a steps hearing of December 22nd. I'm going to set a preliminary hearing date of December 26th. Ma'am, so I'm not done yet, but my inclination is to do this, ma'am. Let me hear from counsel before I go any further. Counsel, any objections to my thoughts?
Your Honor, the state has no objection to a bond being set as long as well, in this case, it has to be separate and consecutive, as these are in different procedural postures, different courts. That said, the court would ask that, given the epic history of failing to appear and ignoring the courts, that it be more in the neighborhood of 2,500.
Thank you, Mr. Poston. So, ma'am, Ryan, do you want to be heard?
No, Your Honor.
$1 cash or secured bond on your felony matter. I am setting steps hearing. If you're transported to your steps hearing, or if they ask you to go to court on December 22nd, I'd suggest you go. That would allow you to be screened for the steps program. Okay. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Talk to your attorney about why I set a court date on December 26th as well, even though that court date is unlikely to go. All right. On your Miranda matter, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond. This is one kind of shoplifting, one kind of possession of paraphernalia. I'm going to set a court hearing for today at noon. I'm going to appoint Janet Altschuler to represent you at that hearing, ma'am, and at future hearings. So that court date is going to go. And that'll be today. On your justice court matters, ma'am, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond. You'll have court on December 16th at 1 p.m. On this matter, I'm going to appoint Brent Cicero to represent you. That will be tomorrow at 1 p.m. And on your city court case, ma'am, I'm going to hold you on a $1,000 cash bond. You'll have court on December 24th at 1:45 p.m. in front of Judge Maldonado. No contact of any kind with the alleged victims, and you can't go to any of the incident locations where you've alleged to have shoplifted or been trespassed. All right, ma'am, you'll get paperwork for all of these cases from the jail. On your city court case, ma'am, if you have not already been arraigned on any of these matters, I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. If you don't appear at a future court date, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. Okay? All right, ma'am, you're excused.
There you go.
Soto?
Oh, I thought it was Dan Fitzgerald. All right, just put it back up on. Your name, please, ma'am.
What?
All right, Ms. Porto, give me 1 second here to pull up your file. Here's Ms. Cook. Ms. Cota, I'm seeing you on one count of to charging a firearm into city limits. The state's asking for a $3,500 bond.
Your Honor?
Yes.
Your Honor, the state police 3500 is entirely appropriate because considering the fact that she discharged a weapon, had the IC stated that it is discharged towards somebody, this would have been more like 15,000. As it stands, I mean, the sheer laws of physics, I mean, Arizona has a law that says what goes up must come down, and you are entirely on the hook for what your bullet does after you send it up in the air.
I don't think that's
We could be in,
Arizona, Neil.
well, we have a specific law that recognizes physics when it comes to that. But, Your Honor, this alone is extremely dangerous, hence the reason that we're looking at 3,500. Only her lack of a history is keeping this number down.
Mr. Gibson, you want to be heard?
Yes, Judge. Ms. Cota scored well on the scale of 2 and a 3. No prior felony cases. I believe her mother would be able to take custody of her and provide transport to court. So I think a release to pretrial services in this matter would be appropriate.
Well, I agree with what the state's saying, Ms. Cota, regarding the dangerousness of the allegations. I am going to release you to pretrial services over the state's strong objection. You may have no contact with the alleged victim in this case, or I should say, let me make it more specific. You may have no contact with
I don't think I have. No, I don't have his name.
All right, scratch that no contact order, ma'am. I don't have a name to order you to have no contact with. I'm going to release you to pretrial services. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. You'll have court on January 5th.
Your Honor, the state would ask a strict no firearms order, and any firearms she may have in her possession at home or elsewhere are to be turned into law enforcement within 24 hours.
All right, I agree with that. Ms. Cota, so I'm going to release you. You may not have any firearms. If you do own any firearms or possess any firearms, you must surrender those to law enforcement within 24 hours of your release. Give me 1 second on, oh no, your preliminary hearing is scheduled for January 5th at 1:30 p.m. That court date is unlikely to go. That does not mean the case is going to be dismissed. So talk to your attorney about why I've set this court date, okay? All right, ma'am, you're excused.
Did we?
Your name, please, ma'am.
Sydney Earnshaw?
All right, Ms. Ermintrout, I'm seeing you on a couple cases here. A case out of Superior Court for possession of a narcotic drug, possession of drug paraphernalia. And I'm also seeing you on possession of dangerous drug. And I'm seeing you on a city court case for failing to appear on a drug paraphernalia charge. All right, my inclination, counsel, is to hold Ms. Ermintrout on a $500 cash bond. Does other party wish to be heard?
No, Judge.
Ms. Ermintrout, I'm going to hold you on a $500 cash bond. Set a court date of December 22nd at 1:30. If you do post bond, I'm going to order that you contact pretrial services. The December 22nd court date is going to go. If you do post bond, you must go to Superior Court at that time for your arraignment.
Yeah. Or just $500 bond cash or securities.
Cash.
Cash. Cash.
You also have a city court case, ma'am.
Who's Tuesday?
On the city court case, ma'am, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear because I'm setting a non-transport review hearing for January 13th of next year. I'm going to appoint the city PD to represent you. The city PD will try to get this city court case dismissed, given the fact that you are being held on a Superior Court matter. Understood?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to enter plea to not guilty on your behalf of your city court case. If you, well, I'll skip the rest of this, but I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf of the city court case. If they can't get the case dismissed, they will discuss next steps with you. Okay, ma'am? All right, ma'am. You're excused.
Yeah. Studying?
Okay.
Your name, please, sir?
Fernando Escamilla.
All right, Mr. Escamillo. I'm seeing you on. Hold on. Seeing you on CR 202333468. One count of domestic violence. Defense you waive reading.
Yes.
Mr. Escamillo, the state's asking for a $25,000 bond plus pretrial services. That's what was suggested or recommended on the warrant. I'm inclined to honor the warrant request. Mr. Gibson, you want to be heard?
Briefly, Your Honor. So he scored in roughly the middle, 4 points and 3 points. He's a lifelong resident of the Tucson area. If he was released, he could live with his brother. So I would ask for, I understand the court's position. Otherwise, I would ask for a $10,000 bond.
I'm going to honor the warrant request that was set by Judge Chon Lopez in 2023, $25,000 cash or secured. I'm going to appoint the public defender represent you. Pretrial services, sir, if bond is posted. You've got court on December 22nd at 1:30 p.m. That will be your arraignment, sir. No contact with the alleged victim in this matter. All right, sir. Without your excuse. Thank you.
That's weird. Good. For
No, it was a phone. Yeah, it was a phone. Fine, thanks. I felt the cash bond. That's why I did to do the non-transport hearing for Jack. Sorry, I just closed. Forgot to close. Please change it. Sorry, thanks. Your name, please, ma'am.
Sandra Headland.
All right, Ms. Headland, I'm seeing you on CR 250170054. This is one count of possession of a narcotic drug. Ms. Headland, or sorry, yes, Ms. Headland, the state's asking me to dismiss this case. I assume that Mr. Gibson doesn't have any objection to that.
Correct, Your Honor, no objection.
All right. Court will dismiss this case without prejudice on the state's request.
Thank you.
Give me 1 second, ma'am, to make sure I do that right. So do all right, ma'am. So that one's dismissed without prejudice. All right. That means the state can refile if they want to, but for now, they've determined that they want it dismissed. I'm also seeing you, ma'am, on a city court case. This is CM 2503845 of a prescription drug, illegal possession, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia. Ma'am, if I set court for January 13th at 9 a.m., can you make it to city court?
Yes.
Okay. So you'll have court January 13th of next year at 9 a.m. It's in front of Judge Mayhew. Ma'am, when you're released from the jail, there is a trailer that is attached to the jail. They can provide you some assistance if you want it with counseling, drug treatment, housing. I'm not saying you need any of those. I don't know you at all. But if you would like some services, that would be a good place to go once you're released from jail. Okay?
Okay.
All right, ma'am, you're excused.
It looks you here.
Your name, please, sir?
Uncle Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, I'm seeing you on a couple of matters. Let me start with the felony, CR 250170050. This is one count of theft by misrepresentation. State's asking for a $5,000 bond. My inclination, counsel, was to release Mr. Holmes to pretrial services. Neil, did you want to be heard further, though?
One moment, Your Honor. We have concerns of a flight given lack of residence. And looking at the allegations here, Your Honor, it looks like this has been an ongoing problem. And this is not an insignificant amount that is alleged to have been taken. Well, we didn't have, if I'm not mistaken, we didn't have an address here, so we had concerns about community ties. So, and it's not an insignificant amount, which does lead the state to be very concerned about flight. That said, state stands by its recommendation.
Thank you, Mr. Clifton. Over the state's strenuous objection, Mr. Holmes, I'm going to release you to pretrial services. You'll have a court date of January 5th. That court date is unlikely to go. It's also a deadline for the state to determine whether or not they want to indict you on these charges. Talk to your attorney more about what that means. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you, sir. You may have no contact with the alleged victim business. You may not go to the incident location. All right, sir, on your city court matter, I have you on one count of possession of drug paraphernalia. I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at court. You'll have a city court case on January 13th at 9:30 a.m. in front of Judge Bond. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf for the city court case. If you fail to appear at court, a warrant could issue for your arrest. Trial could go forward in your absence. If you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal. Okay, sir?
Yes.
All right, sir.
Understood.
Here's you, sir.
It's for you. Let's make sure you call the defender's office. Thank you. Thank you.
Local Holmes.
Ma'am, your name, please.
Holmes.
All right, Ms. Holmes, I'm seeing you on one count of, hold on, one count of aggravated assault on a peace officer, one count of disorderly conduct. State's asking for a $5,000 bond plus pretrial service release if you post bond. Court's inclination, counsel, is to release Ms. Holmes to pretrial services. Neil, do you want to be heard further, though? I'm sorry, Neil, you broke up.
Overstate objection.
All right, Ms. Holmes, I'm going to release you to pretrial services over the state's objection. I'm going to set court hearing of January 5th. That court is unlikely to go. It's also a deadline for the state to determine whether they want to indict you on charges. Okay, ma'am? Talk to your attorney more about what that means. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you. Give them a call in a few days, and they will tell you who your attorney is. Most importantly, right now, contact pretrial and stay in touch with pretrial so that they know where you are and they can apprise you of future court dates if they change. Okay. All right, ma'am, you're excused. Sir. Sir, your name, please.
Alonzo Inclon Jr.
Mr. Inglund, I'm seeing you on CR 250170053. This is one count of disorderly conduct, use of a weapon, one count of disorderly conduct, language or gestures. Sir, your mother is in court right now. She wanted to let you know that she was here present.
Yeah.
you again? Can he live with you? Can he live with you?
Yes.
Mr. Inclin, if I release you, will you go back home and live with your mom?
Yeah.
All right. The state's asking for a $2,500 bond. My inclination is to release Mr. Inclin to pretrial services with orders to possess no firearms and surrender any firearms within 24 hours of his release. Mr. Poston, do you want to be heard further, though?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Inclin, did you hear that? My inclination is to release you to pretrial services in order you to turn over any firearms or weapons to Tucson Police Department within 24 hours of your release. Will you abide by that?
Yeah.
Okay. Your next court date is going to be on January 5th at 1:30 p.m. That court date is unlikely to go. It's also a deadline for the state to determine whether they want to indict you. Talk to your attorney more about what that means. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to assist you in this case.
Okay.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Sir, please call it.
McCullough?
Thank you.
Yeah, did I hold her? Then definitely. Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Your name, please?
Mr. McCullough?
All right, Mr. McCullough. I'm seeing you on CR 250170049. This is one count of possession of a narcotic drug, one count of possession of paraphernalia. It looks like you have a probation hold, Mr. McCullough. My inclination is to hold you on an $1,100 bond, given that probation hold. Does the counsel wish to be heard?
No, Judge.
All right.
Interested. It looks like he has also maybe steps eligible for steps diversion screening.
I will set a steps hearing. Mr. McCullough, have you heard of steps?
No, I haven't.
So the STEPS program is run between the county attorney's office and Superior Court. It is a program where, provided you do certain conditions, certain drug treatment conditions met by Superior Court, the county attorney's office will dismiss the case against you. Do you want to be screened for that program? Okay. I'll set a STEPS screening hearing for December 22nd at 9 a.m. You will have a preliminary hearing date of December 26th at 1:30. The date of the 26th is unlikely to go. It's also a deadline for the state to decide whether they want to charge you with these crimes or indict you or attempt to indict you. Talk to your attorney more about that, the December 26th court date. If someone from the jail brings you to court on December 22nd, I'd suggest you go. That will be your screening date, okay, sir?
Okay.
I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you in this matter, sir.
I thank you.
On your city court case, sir,
Yes.
I'm seeing you on CM 250279119. There's one count of possession of paraphernalia, one count of illegal possession of a prescription drug. On this case, sir, I'm going to release you on your promise to appear at court. I understand you're not going to be released. I'm doing this to set a non-transport review hearing on the 16th of next year of January in front of Judge Klotz at 9 a.m. The city PD's office will be appointed. They will attempt to get this case dismissed, given your current felony cases. Okay, if they can't do that, they'll discuss next steps with you. All right, sir. Sir, this is also the arraignment on your city court case. Sorry, Ryan. You have the right to remain silent, of course. I'm going to enter pleas of not guilty on your behalf. If you do not appear at a future hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. If you don't appear, if you're convicted at trial and don't appear for sentencing within 90 days, you can lose your right to appeal.
Nice.
A lot of information, sir. Here's the bottom line for your city court case. The city PD is going to try to get your city court case dismissed. All right, you've got two families to deal with. All right, sir.
All right.
All right, sir. You're excused.
That's all yours.
Guys,
Your name, please.
Kenneth McIsaac.
All right, Mr. McIsaac, I'm seeing you on one count of intent to facilitate shoplifting, one count of possession of a dangerous drug, one count of possession of a narcotic drug, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, and a failure to appear in a justice court matter for possession of paraphernalia. State's asking for a $7,500 bond. Counsel, my inclination is to hold Mr. McIsaac on a bond. Does either party wish to be heard?
Your Honor, state would push for something a touch higher because of the NCAA FTA score.
I would agree with the court. 2,500 reassures it future appearances.
All right, Mr. Poston. I'll do a $3,500 cash secured bond, sir, over the defense objection. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you, Mr. McIsaac. I'm going to set court on December 26th. That's your preliminary hearing date. It is unlikely to go. It's also the date by which the state must decide whether they want to attempt to indict you in front of a grand jury. Talk to your attorney more about what that December 26th court date entails. If you do post bond, I'm going to order that you are monitored by pretrial services. On your justice court matter, sir, I'm going to set a $500 cash bond. I'm going to appoint Brent Cicero to represent you. You'll have court for the justice court matter on December 16th. That's tomorrow at 1 p.m. in front of Judge Steele. It'll be a video review hearing, sir. All right. And with that, your excuse, sir.
Yes.
Your name, please, sir.
Gabriel Reyes.
All right, Mr. Reyes, I'm seeing you on one count of criminal damage from an offense of September of 2022. I'm also seeing you on one count of disorderly conduct, domestic violence offense. Give me 1 second to review what pretrial is written.
The warrant itself, I know, for not showing up to court, but I've been to court every month this year. Yep. And I make my payments every 13 as well. I'm confused on the warrant for sure.
What court, city court?
With the Pima County Consolidated Justice Court. And I make my payments literally. I pay every 13.
Go straighten out today.
Okay.
So please soon.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
You want some of the city court judge? All in that case. Yeah.
All right. So the state's asking me to honor the bond amount set forth in the warrant of $1,500. Mr. Gibson, do you want to be heard?
Judge, just I believe, if I'm not mistaken, the warrant was issued for failure to appear at arraignment,
Back in January.
and looks like it was mailed to him, so it's conceivably never received it. Versus, so I'm just not convinced that he was aware of the court date, Your Honor. So I would ask, considering he's scored 2 out of 2 on each scale, it says nonviolent nature, so I would say release of pretrial services would be appropriate.
I understand the attorney's argument, Mr. Reyes. I'm going to honor the bond amount on the warrant of $1,500 cash secured. I'm going to appoint the public defender to represent you. You've got an arraignment now on December 22nd at 1:30 p.m. If you do post bond and you fail to appear at the arraignment, a warrant again can issue for your arrest, sir. The bond will also go to forfeiture hearings. On your city court matter, sir, I'm going to hold you on a $1,500 cash bond. I'm going to appoint the city public defender to represent you in that case. You'll have court on December 23rd at 1:30 p.m. in front of Judge Millian. No contact of any kind with the alleged victim in this case, sir. If you do post bond, you may not go to the incident location. You can speak to Judge Millian about whether she wants to modify those orders, sir, but for now, no contact with the alleged victim, and you may not go to the incident location.
Sir.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Thank you.
That's all right. Yeah, I think I'll nail it. Thanks. Your name, please, sir?
Joshua Robinson.
All right, Mr. Robinson, I'm seeing you on CR 250170044. This is one count of possession of a dangerous drug, one count of possession of paraphernalia. The state's asking that I dismiss this case without prejudice. I assume, Mr. Gibson, you have no objection?
No objection, Your Honor, yes.
All right. So, Mr. Robinson, given the de minimis amount of drugs that are alleged to have been found on you, the state's asking that we dismiss this case. I don't want to get into the facts of your life, sir. If you want some help with anything, whether that be mental health help, whether that be housing help, whether it be drug help, there is a caravan or a trailer attached to the jail. Once you leave the jail, if you follow the blue line, you can request some services by service providers here in Tucson that may be able to help you. Okay, sir?
Thank you.
All right, sir. I'm dismissing this case, though. You're excused.
Thank you. Good luck, sir. Cheers.
Levi Rodriguez.
Your name, please, sir?
Levi Rogers.
All right, Mr. Rogers, I'm seeing you on CR 20255824. This is one kind of kidnapping, one kind of burglary in second degree, one kind of aggravated domestic violence, and one kind of aggravated assault strangulation. The requested bond is $50,000. The state's requesting that I honor that bond amount. Mr. Gibson, do you want to be heard?
Briefly, Your Honor, I believe the bond no more than 15,000 would assure future appearances, considering how he scored on each scale.
All right, Mr. Rogers, I'm going to honor the bond that Judge Bell requested of $50,000 secured. No contact of any kind with the alleged victims. If you are released, you cannot return to the incident locations or location. You'll have an arraignment on December 22nd, sir, at 1:30 p.m. I'm going to appoint the public defender's office to represent you in this matter, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, sir, you're excused.
Please go first. Maybe it's very good for change. Good luck.
Your name, please, sir?
Matt Smith.
All right, Mr. Smith, I'm seeing you on CR 250170051. This is one count of, hold on. One count of domestic violence kidnapping, a class 2 felony. One count of domestic violence aggravated assault strangulation. The state's asking for a $50,000 bond. Mr. Gibson, I'm inclined to go with the requested bond amount of $50,000. Do you want to be heard?
Yes, briefly, Your Honor. Just looks like Mr. Smith is a lifelong Tucson resident. So I think the risk of him not appearing for future court dates is lower, as in he scored a 3 out of 6. So I think a bond of no more than 30,000 would be appropriate.
All right, over the defense's objection, Mr. Smith, I'm going to hold you on a $50,000 bond. It's cash secured. You may have no contact with the alleged victim, sir. If you are released, you may not go to the incident location. You have a court date of December 26th at 1:30 p.m. It's also a deadline for the state to decide whether they want to try to indict you via grand jury. Talk to your attorney more about what that means. I'm appointing the public defender's office to represent you. Okay, sir? All right, sir. With that, you're excused.
Yeah, please go ahead. That's today. All right. Good morning.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Neil. Thank you,
Thank
JL.
you, Judge.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You all.
Good evening. What's your name?
Woman Angel Palma Soto.
Okay. Mr. Palmasoto, you are being held on a felony. You have a misdemeanor citation from the Marana Police Department, shoplifting. I'm going to release you on that misdemeanor with orders not to return to the location of the alleged incident, no contact with victim.
Okay.
You're still going to be held on that felony. Your misdemeanor court date at Marana City Court is January 14th at 10 o'clock. If you're still in custody by then, that'll probably be moved out. You're excused.
Thank you.
Well,
Your Honor, Jill here. Just so you know, Sutton David refused.
David, I'm sorry, what was the last name? Oh, Sutton?
Sutton, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Robertson?
Hello, Your Honor.
Hello, sir. Just one moment, please. Hello, what's your name?
My name is Christopher Ryan B. Robertson.
Roberts. Okay. Mr. Robertson. Let's see. You have a matter in Graham County Justice Court, felony aggravated DUI, child in car, and another similar charge. Bond listed on this warrant is $5,000. We're going to hold you on that bond with orders not to drive without a valid license, no alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons. The Graham County Court has 72 hours to pick you up. After that, if they don't, you're going to be released.
Thank you, Your Honor. I think it's been past 72 hours. I got here on Friday.
Okay, well, That's something that'll be moved out later. I'm just seeing you for tonight.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome.
Your Honor, this is the interpreter. Per the list, it looks like there's no Spanish. Just wondering if you could possibly confirm that, and if that is the case, excuse me, maybe?
Ms. J.O., confirm no Spanish speakers?
Correct, Your Honor, there's none.
Okay, thank you. You're excused.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good night.
You too. Hello, what's your name?
Jorge Rojo Gutierrez.
Okay. You're charged with aggravated assault on a corrections officer. State's recommending a bond of $5,000 with pretrial services supervision if posted. We'll hear from defense counsel.
He's already being held on a significant bond amount in a different matter. I'd ask you set the bond on this case at $3,000.
Anything more from the state?
Just noting the nature of the pending charges as well as the current charges, Judge.
What's the amount of bond that he's already been held on?
I believe 21,000.
Done.
Can find this. All right. Bond is set in the amount of $3,000. We'll note the felony hold. Do not initiate contact with the alleged victim. No firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs. And your next court date is December 26th at 1:30. The public defender is appointed to represent you. You're excused.
Bye, Judge.
Hello, sir, what's your name? Okay, gotta unmute, please.
Julian Lopez.
Okay. Okay. All right, sir. You've got a couple of matters. You have shoplifting case in Tucson City Court. You can't matter and failed to stay in touch with your public defender. I'm going to reappoint the public defender, holds on a $500 bond. Video review is scheduled for this 4th at 1:45. If you bond out prior to that, January 20th, 2 o'clock would be your out of custody date for Tucson City Court. You also have a case in South Tucson City Court. Trespassing, drug paraphernalia, failure to provide truthful name. And you're also being held on a felony matter. So we'll note the other holds the felony as well as Tucson City Court. I'm going to release you on the South Tucson matter with a court date of December 30th at 10 o'clock. If you're still in custody on that date, the date would be adjusted. You're excused.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see.
Hello, what's your
Hmm. Alejandro Juan Montoya, 12/21/1998.
name? Okay, Pima County Justice Court, you've got a warrant on a criminal damage case. Ajo Justice Court, you've got a warrant on a suspended license case. And Tucson City Court, you've got a new case, possession of drug paraphernalia,
Yeah.
and an older case for which you have a warrant, shoplifting, drug paraphernalia.
Yep.
Okay, on your justice court case, I'm gonna set bond in the amount of 500. You're gonna be seen tomorrow on video, and you're gonna be represented by attorney Anna Dennis.
All right.
On your Ajo case, Will note the Justice Court hold. I'm releasing you on the suspended license case at Ajo.
Thank you.
The court date of December 30th at 9. And then on the Tucson cases, no alcohol or illegal drugs, don't go back to the location of the alleged incident. Tucson City Court bond is set at 300. The city public defender is appointed. Video review is scheduled for December 24th, 1:45.
Okay.
If you bond out, it'll shift to January 14th at 9 o'clock.
Okay.
All right, sir. You're excused.
Thank you.
Overtime?
Hello, what's your name?
Good afternoon. My name is Marcellus Overton.
Thank you. We've got a warrant out of Sarita Municipal Court on a drinking in public charge from 2021. And also on a shoplifting charge and trespassing, also in 2021. And you've got a new charge of drinking in public from Marana. Bond on your Starrica cases is set at $100. Stan Fitzgerald will be representing you, and you're going to be seen on the 16th tomorrow. At 3 p.m., and that's going to be on video. And then on your Marana case, you're released on your own recognizance on the Marana case with a court date of January 14th at 10 o'clock. No alcohol or drugs, and don't go back to location. And that's it. You're excused.
Okay, Your Honor, you said video court is tomorrow, or
Yes,
okay, so I'm gonna be here overnight.
unless you post the bond.
It's 100. You said okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Alcida.
Hello, what's your name?
Tomas Salcido.
You got a warrant on a DUI case out of Pima County Justice Court. Bond is set in the amount of 500.
Sorry about that. You said there's a bond for 500.
500.
Is it
You want-
cash or can I do like?
Listen, okay, please.
Sorry.
Attorney Anna Dennis is going to be representing you, and you're going to be seen on this tomorrow at 1 p.m. on video. Okay. And then your case, you've got a domestic violence case that's in warrant status in Douglas Justice Court. What review date do I use for Justice for Douglas? Yeah. Well, it says tomorrow at 1 p.m. That's yeah. Okay.
December 30th at 9:30.
Thank you. $1,000 bond on the Douglas Justice Court case. December 30th, 9:30 is your court date there. You're excused.
All right. Thank you.
Hello, what's your name?
Ricardo Alejandro Esparza.
What's your last name?
Esparza. Esparza Félix.
Oh.
Yeah, that's me.
All right, so you got citation for possession of drug paraphernalia, Tucson City Court.
Yeah, I was actually just trying.
Don't talk about your case. I'm gonna order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs. Don't return to the incident location. Um, we are, I'm releasing you on this, but setting this for a non-transport review. And that'll be January 16th, 9 o'clock. You'll be represented by the city public defender. And even though I'm releasing you on this, you do have a probation hold, so you're gonna remain in custody on that probation hold.
Yeah.
Someone from the city public defender will be out there to see you. Okay, you're excused.
Where exactly? Right here?
Yes, you go out this way. First, and then again. Take a minute. Right here? No.
No, go back out.
Hello, what's the name?
Hello, I'm Gabriela Gonzalez.
Oh, okay. So you're charged, we got a couple cases in Tucson City Court, under 21 liquor in body and possession of liquor by a minor, domestic violence assault with injury, domestic violence criminal damage, and domestic violence disorderly conduct. In order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, you're not to have contact of any kind with Hector Vasquez, stay away from his home and workplace, not not commit any acts of domestic violence, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and you get a one-time return visit if you still have belongings at Mr. Vasquez's home. You get a one-time return visit with a police escort to get your stuff. You're released with these conditions. January 20th, 1:30 is your court date at Tucson City Court. You're excused.
Your Honor, so I am released tonight or
You are released. Yes.
tonight?
Whenever
Yes.
they can book you, release you, get you booked up, released. Okay? You're excused. Hello, what's your name?
Hello. Christopher Kyle James.
All right, let's see. Mr. James, you're charged with domestic violence assault with injury and domestic violence disorderly conduct. In order that you not commit any acts of domestic violence, you are released without one condition. Court date at Tucson City Court is January 20th at 1:30. You're excused.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir. What's your name?
Chris,
Your last name?
Wild,
Okay. Mr. Wild, you're charged with domestic violence, failure to comply with a court order. And you have a couple of cases that you pled out on last month and you're on probation for those. Those are also domestic violence cases. I'm gonna order that you not possess or consume any alcohol or illegal drugs, don't commit any acts of domestic violence, no firearms or other weapons, obey the order of protection that's against you, and don't have contact of any kind with Stephen Miller. Bond is set in the amount of $2,500, and the city public defender is appointed to represent you. Video review is scheduled for December 23rd at 1:30. If you bond out, it'll still be the same date and time, but with you there in person. You're excused. Oh, yeah. Hello, what's your name?
Dominic Dorame Riesco.
On charge of criminal trespass. Don't have contact with the alleged victim. Don't go back to the incident location.
Yes, yes, Your Honor.
No alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm gonna release you with the court date of December 26th at 8:30 a.m. and that'll be at Pima County Justice Court.
Thank you, Your Honor. Appreciate it.
You're excused. Hello. You're charged with possession of dangerous drug, possession of narcotics, drug, and possession of drug paraphernalia. State moved to dismiss without prejudice. That means it could come back on a future date. You do have an probation hold, so you're remaining custody on that. This case, though, is dismissed, and you're excused.
And Judge, if I can let him know something, I'm the DTAP prosecutor for his probation matter. Andres, you know Julia Brown, right?
Yes.
Juliana Brown. I let her
Yeah.
know where you're at. I know I let your DTAP attorney know, Steve Knox, know you're in custody as well, so they should be out sometime soon in the near future to see you.
Okay.
That's it. That's all I had for you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Sure. Hello, what's your name?
Manghe, M-A-N-G-E.
Okay. William?
Yes.
Okay. So you're charged with recklessly discharging a firearm in city limits, 3 counts of endangerment, disorderly conduct, making unreasonable noise. So we're gonna
Okay.
order that, we don't have any DV misdemeanor. Monte.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna order that you not possess any firearms or other weapons, no alcohol or illegal drugs, and do not commit any acts of domestic violence. No contact with Sandra Manghe or Sophia Manghe. You may have contact with Adam Manghe, but you're not to return to the residence.
For how long, sir?
I'm sorry?
For how long?
For as long as the order is in effect. You will have a one-time visit to return with a police escort to get your belongings. And the state is recommending that I hold you on a $25,000 bond with pretrial services supervision. We'll hear from defense counsel.
Prior felony convictions. He's a 2 on the FTA and the NCA scale, so he has relatively low risk scores. It does look like pretrial services was able to contact one of the alleged victims, Adam, who does not have an objection to his release. So for all of those reasons, particularly the lack of felony history, I'd ask that you set the bond at 5,000.
We'll hear from the state.
Your Honor, the state's concern is primarily given the allegation of the suicidal ideations and the discharge of a firearm with, a few people present in the home. In per pretrial services report, it looks like everybody resides together and there's no verified separate housing apart from all of the victims.
All right. Thank you. Bond is set in the amount of 25,000. Pretrial services supervision if posted.
The county public defender is appointed to represent you, and your next court date is December 26th at 1:30. You're excused. Hello, what's your name?
Ricardo Patterson.
Okay, Patterson. What's this? You've got both felony and misdemeanor charges, sir. Your felony charges are possession of narcotics paraphernalia and possession of dangerous drug. States move to dismiss without prejudice. This felony matter could come back at a later date. Right now, it's dismissed. You do have a couple of cases in Tucson City Court. Possession of drug paraphernalia and trespassing. That's from October of this year. And looks like you failed to appear on that matter on October 15th. And criminal trespass, this one is also from October, and you failed to appear on October 20th. Why'd you not come to court when you were supposed to, sir?
I probably was sick down there. I don't remember that. I don't remember. I got archery and I probably was sick, but I really don't remember.
You don't remember?
No, two of them.
You think
You
you
know,
would remember if it's written
what,
down for you?
what, I know the officer Renegard, he stopped me and
You're gonna get paperwork, sir. Do you think you can look at your paperwork and remember your court date?
yeah.
Okay.
Hold
on, sir. I'm gonna order that you not possess or consume any illegal drugs or alcohol. Don't go back to the locations. And we're going to release you with a court date of January 13th, 9 o'clock. That's your court date at Tucson City Court. Okay, sir? You're excused.
Thank you.
Hello, what's your name?
Did you see?
Okay. You're charged with possession of drug paraphernalia, possession of narcotic drug, and possession of dangerous drug. I'm going to order that you not possess any alcohol or illegal drugs, no firearms or other weapons. Do not return to any Walmart store. And I'm going to read a statement to you that will be followed up by a question. Please answer the question yes or no. You may be eligible to participate in a diversion program called STEPS that requires you to participate in a plan specific to your needs for a short time. If you choose to participate and complete the program, these felony drug accusations in your arrest report will be permanently dismissed without you ever being formally charged. Are you interested in getting released from jail custody now and learning more about the STEPS program at your next hearing?
Yes.
Okay. You're going to release you to the supervision of pretrial services. And the state waived time for the preliminary hearing, or defense rather.
Yes, Your Honor.
So your next court date is going to be January 26th at 1:30. The public defender will be representing you. Your steps date is December 22nd at 9 o'clock. Cooperate with pretrial services, and you're excused. Okay, thank you, everyone. You're free to go.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good
You too.